All right, thanks, Blake. Underage drinking violations seem to be a problem for many students around campus. After talking to Student Housing, they say they see about 10 to 20 violations per year. Now, this number can change depending on students' activities or schedules. They also say that around mid-September, when many classes have less exams, they actually see less activity. Now, this can be a result of students having less stress levels. On average, you can see behind me, Watterson Towers, they have an average of 100 alcohol incidents per year. Now, this number is much higher than other dorms with less students.
And I let him in, and I assumed my roommates hid everything, but they left the one shot glass that had the last shot in it sitting on the dresser. So we walked in and saw that, and then had us take everything out, and we showed him that that was all we had, and so then he ended up writing us up for that.
It's a story all too familiar around the campus of Illinois State. Underage drinking leading to hefty fines.
They knocked on our door and said we heard an alcohol reference, so they searched our whole place.
University Housing Assistant Director Mbaka Muable says that out of all the student violations, 60% are drinking related.
We're in college, we're going to be drinking, so these things happen, and the more you get, the more you got to keep paying, and it's just kind of tough to have to pay those.
With the high cost of paying off drinking violations, many students believe there should be some change in policy.
They should change it a little bit just because, for us, I had to pay the same amount for having, one drink as, the same amount that a person, is blacked out, thrown up in their friend's dorm room has to pay.
While others believe it is necessary for student safety.
There is over 2,000 students living in Watterson, and they need to be able to protect people and make sure everybody's safe.
Violators of the alcohol policy will be charged $100 along with $70 for an alcohol education class. Students may also be fined for empty alcohol bottles put on display in their rooms.
I actually got in trouble last year for having just a collection of bottles. A lot of them were gifts from aunts and uncles and friends, and there's nothing in them that are cleaned out. It's not like they smelled like booze, they were clean and everything.
A policy put into effect for health concerns.
And that's part of the reason, but the other part of that too is that if you do have an alcohol container, then there will be a question as to how the container got empty.
Whether the policies are working for students is unclear.
They go a little over the top with it. It didn't really discourage me from doing anything. It was just kind of like something else I had to do to get rid of the tickets.
But University Housing is working to make college a safe transition.
One of the things that we have to do is to be patient, to understand that it's a period of development for students. When they come here, they're 17, they're 18, and they're learning to deal with the freedom and things that they can and cannot do, and learning their boundaries a little bit.
Alcohol violations can get up to $300 depending on how many times a student is in violation. Continued violations can lead to expulsion. Reporting live for TV 10 News, I'm Beau Ebenezer. Blake, back to you.